Welcome guys to my YouTube channel. I say very big thank you. Okay, now today in a very quick one, you check all this image. You could see a sunlight and a sun ray. How can you add this to your photograph? Very easy and very good way. If you don't know how to add sun rays, I'll be showing you ways you can actually add sun rays to your photograph. Very easy. Now let's say this is the photograph I want to use to add the sun ray to it. So the first thing you want to do for this photograph is to come over here. You create a new layer. This is a new fantastic layer. Then you come over here, you come to render, and you come to lens fade. Now it's telling you because this is an empty layer. Good. You come over to your edit tab, you fill it, and you fill it to 50% gray. The moment you fill it to 50% gray, you get something like this. Come over to the blending mode and change the blending mode to soft light. Now you have something like a soft light. You good. Now the next thing you want to do is to come over here. You come to your render and you come to lens flare. The moment you pick that, now check the light. We have a lot of fantastic lighting that looks there. Now let me say I may want to pick this one. Let me just pick this white. I think I like this one. You can use this for the brightness level and any other thing. Then the moment you click OK, it has added the lens flare to that photograph over there. Now, but most times it looks much. So what you want to do is that you may actually want to max it out and add some effects to that photograph. But most times, the next thing you want to do for that is you can max it out. But another thing you can actually do is come over here, you come to your gradient map. The moment you pick your gradient map, you can come over to your settings and pick this your color harmonics. Let me say I pick something like this. Okay, this one has a lot of sun rays. I pick this, then I put it to screen. I can put it to soft light also. It's going to give it. What I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to look for a way I can add a sunlight to this photograph. Now there are different ways you may want to do that, but let me just go with the first way that will be convenient for everyone. You just come over to your filter, render, and you pick lens fade. Remember, you have to fill it to 50% gray. Another time, if you didn't fill it on 50% gray, for instance, if you come over here and you render it and you pick the light free and you place it like this, you get something like this. Now you have something like this on the photograph. But most times, you may actually want to try considering trying to reduce it, and it's because it's not on the photograph. But the good way is just to come over here, you pick it over here, you fill it to 50% gray, and put it to, you can put it in screen. It's not bad. Soft light is what you use. And you come over to your render, and you come to your lens fade, increase the brightness to the way you want, and put it. So you have something like this. Then for instance, let's say you want to max it out. You don't want it to show on the face. You can just come over here to your max tool. Pick your brush tool and place it to black. Then paint face. Don't want it to show. Then let's say you want to add yellowish background into that photograph. You come over to your color balance or your hue saturation. Let's say you pick your color balance. Now, let's say you want to add the sun ray to give you this red look. Add this clipping mask. So that's going to clip that mask to only the background over there. Then you can change the background. You can add the effect on every other thing you want to do. So remember, if you just want it to appear on only that part, you need to max out the other parts of the image, so that brighten areas is not going to appear there. But you don't need the color lookup. All you just need to do is to add this brightness and you mark out the areas you don't want it to appear on the photograph, and you will find. That is a fantastic way you can use to add lens fit. Another way you can do that is by using the gradient map. So let me pick this good style. So it's gonna become, you come over to your gradient map, you click OK. Then you can use, over here you use radical. Now the moment you pick radical, then you pick a colors you feel you like. Now let's say the color, I want to use something like this. You clean it up, okay. Now remember, I had to off this. Let me take out the clipping mark from it, because release clipping mark. Now you have this like this. The moment you do that, you put it up to soft light. Now the moment you set it up to soft light, you have to be able to position the areas you don't want it to appear. Now you come over to your brush tool, just like I said, and you paint over the areas you don't. Now once you do that, paint it over the areas you want it to appear like this. The moment you paint that, think like this look. Then your gradient map, you can reduce the fill to something like this. Sometimes what you may want to do is that I may actually want to rearrange the gradient map and, placing it something like this. But this is my max tool. It has been maxed already, and you can get something like this. Now when you check over this effect, you could see this is the original image, and this is like a climatic gradient look. So that's how you add lens flare to image, and that's how you add gradient map and lens flare effect to your photograph. So that's all we could take for today. If you have any question, drop it at the comment box. I'll see you in my next video.